another edition of Jofo in the Ring. And yes, my name is Frank Jofo, and we have a special guest in studio.
Yes, sir.
The hardest worker in the business, Jay Motherfucking Seven.
Get it right. Get it right. What's up, my bro? How are you, man? Yo, pleasure to be here, bro. Pleasure to be here.
You know what? It's been a long time coming, and you know what? We're big fans of your work.
Appreciate that.
Let us know right now. You're a podcast right now. Let us know how you started this podcast.
Oh man, I do two podcasts right now regularly. One of them is called Podcast on 11 MTL is the channel, and the other one is called Le Temps d'un Jeu. Both hip hop podcasts covering the game here in Montreal, interviewing all the artists from here, and sometimes international artists. You know what I mean? And just talking about the game, the culture in general. You know.
So for me, our music guy is Bruno Selecta Brew, who's in the backstage area here. Selecta Brew, say hi to everybody out there.
Well, I'm here.
Select the brew in the gorilla position. There you go.
We know you're a big wrestling fan. Where's the wrestling fan come out from you?
Yo, bro, I'm a wrestling kid since I'm a child, bro. I don't even remember
Attitude
when
era?
it started. Before that, when I was a kid, bro. Like I'm talking child. The first things I would watch on TV was that. You know what I mean? So I'm talking Dino Bravo with the black hair. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Like that's early, but yeah, like it started like that. You know, watching at home, my brother, my sister, whatever it was. You know, so. And then, man, it's just, I kept watching it all my life. Obviously, the Attitude Era was a big thing. Always a WWE guy. But yeah, man, grew up watching it.
Never crossed over to WCW? Or
I mean, during the NWO hype, yeah, for sure. You
unless
know
you
what I
had
mean?
the black box, like Select the Brew there. Because I remember back in the day, you could only watch WWE on, I think, basic cable.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, after we
you
got
had
it.
to have like TBS or
I think
something.
later we got WCW
It was
at one point.
it was when TSN started carrying them at 4 p.m. Like on Tuesday.
Something. Yeah, shit. It was
4
that.
p.m.
It was
I remember
that.
you came home from school. Raw's on. That was like my first like memory of getting attached to it. Then WCW. To your point, like I don't fucking remember really when we caught it on the reg. Yeah, to Frank's
maybe
point.
like a
I had the box
reboot
and I caught it on TBS. I had the black box.
Okay.
There was like 3 channels, American.
But I was
channels.
never, to be honest with you, like when I would see clips of it or whatever, I was never down. Like I'd see Sting, you know, before he was the Crow character or whatever. I was like, that's their big star. I was like, you know, he's a smaller guy.
It's funny because when my dad introduced me to wrestling, maybe if he introduced me to my first wrestling event and it would have been a WCW event, maybe my thought would have changed. But
Yeah.
it was a Royal Rumble at AJ's bar, and they were always showing the pay-per-views there. And you check out it's like you get sucked in right
bro.
away.
And they were all larger than life, bro. All the characters were big guys.
They were your heroes, you know, and you would boo the bad guy and cheer the good guy. You know?
Yeah. When we were kids, we didn't know all everything behind the scenes and stuff. So obviously grew up on that. Wasn't too down when Hogan went to WCW, you know, and I was like, damn, okay, this is really happening. But then later appreciated it, right? When NWO started and it was a big rivalry with WCW, I think that was the best time for wrestling.
Did you know that it could have been Sting? It was supposed to be Sting, the third man.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And Hogan literally figured out, like, wow, I'm leaving so much money on the table.
Hogan's
here.
a politics king, bro.
You know what? He's the king of that.
He had to make the move, but I respect it because in the end, I think it was better because the heel turn of Hogan, I think, is more legendary than Sting's.
That's something you would have never suspected.
Exactly.
Hulk Hogan turning heel. Your hero, the red and yellow.
But Heenan kind of ruined it when he was walking down the aisle. But that's just, that's my personal opinion.
But he was known to do that sometimes, just because he knew what was going on. But
he's a legend, I'm not gonna diss a legend, but it was a good time though.
Bobby Heenan. Speaking about managers, would you ever decide to be a manager for a wrestler one day? Because I know that you're very vocal. You're great on the mic.
Ultimate dream, So basically, me, besides doing the podcast and stuff, I host events. Like I come from hip hop, really. Like I grew up basically on hip hop and wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So like, I did rap, I did music, I did shows everywhere and stuff. And then eventually it became emceeing clubs, concerts, events, So these days, that's what I do the most. I host concerts, I host festivals. So yeah, obviously the mic I'm used to it. And I come from the school of Vince McMahon, bro. Like, people can say what they want, but like, when you grow up and you watch these guys cutting promos, they're playing with the crowd, bro. And even till today, I don't think I'm where I would want to be. You know what I mean? But like, it's an art to controlling the crowd and the breaks and the when to stop talking and let them react and all this kind of stuff, you know? So I love doing it. And yes, I had my first experience at FML. Shout out to tout le monde de Fédération Montérégienne de Lutte.
FML.
Big shout out to them. They had me there with my guys. Shout out Eli and Yoshi. We were out there ringside, and I got to cut a little promo. You know, and yeah, for sure, I'd love to do some more, bro. That's my shit.
First ever promo in a wrestling ring?
First ever.
Won't
First
be the
ever
last.
time
Won't
in
be
a
the
ring.
last. Won't
Definitely
be the last.
not.
That's
Definitely
for sure.
not, man. That's the plan.
So do you see the difference in like wrestling and hip hop? Is it the same, like, not to say like politics or anything, but like the same like mindset going into it?
I think it's the same. Like you said, man, there's politics in every game, whether it's sports, whether it's sports entertainment, whether it's music, there's always politics. There's always people calling the shots. Oh, I don't like this guy. He doesn't get, you know what I mean? Doesn't get the same opportunities. I think it's like any business, bro. You got to maneuver in it and try to be cool with the people you got to be cool with to advance. You know what I mean? So I think it's the same in both, but I think wrestling could be more cutthroat sometimes.
Well, Bad Bunny is doing some damage in WWE. You know,
shout out Bad Bunny, man. He's one of the guys that, like, you know, when you see celebrities go in the ring and stuff, you're like, sometimes they're okay.
What did you think of that when you thought like Bad Bunny is getting into the ring? You're like, no, this is
Look, I'll be honest. Today, I don't follow it like I used to. So like, I'll catch it when I'm chilling with my boy, or he puts on the network, and I'm like, oh shit, Bad Bunny's actually wrestling, you know? But the thing is, when I saw him take bumps, like real bumps, jumping, flying, that's the same thing as when I saw Shane O'Mac, bro, back in the day.
Yeah,
Shane
from
McMahon,
one end to the other.
jumping and don't going crazy. I'm like, you don't have to do it, you know? So I respect guys that don't have to. Same thing with Vince, bro.
Yeah,
he doesn't have to do it, but he goes and he does it.
He does it.
He's a real mark of the business. You know what I'm saying?
Did you see Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico when he came out to the crowd singing his song?
That I wish I could have seen that. That's out already.
I'm
right?
literally getting goosebumps just talking about it, and they say it's one of the greatest like sing-alongs. It was, I don't know what this song was called. It goes.
It's probably one of his big ones, I guess.
My God, and the crowd just like.
Okay, but what? So this was on a pay-per-view?
This is on a pay-per-view
recently, right?
in Puerto Rico. I think
That's
it was
crazy.
I forget the name of the pay-per-view, but just to say, would that be something maybe you could do maybe in the future, is maybe sing live, somebody coming out to the ring?
Yeah,
kind of
like
thing? That'd be pretty cool.
Look, you know, like I at concerts and stuff, I MC, I have a DJ, and that's kind of what I do, right? I hype the people up to sing the songs and get cool footage out of it and stuff, which you can all check out at J7 Official on Instagram. Check me out, j7mtl.com. Also, everything's available out there. But yeah, for sure. I mean,
quick. Hot seat right now.
Yes, sir.
While you're on the topic, before we leave it, he mentioned you've opened up and you've emceed for a lot of big artists and a lot of big festivals. You're a big mark of the wrestling world and the cutting of the promo. Give us a quick J7. Let the people know how big time you actually. People are watching this. We're saying J7, he's big time, but let them know the likes of things you've done. Quick here. You have Vince McMahon telling you have 60 seconds. Let the people know
like
who J7 is right now. Let them know.
Let me tell you something. A lot of people came and went through the years in the game, but there's only one J7. And I'm talking the biggest festivals, biggest stages you've seen in Canada, in Quebec. When I talk Canada, I'm talking the Grand Prix. Did you ever see an MC at a Grand Prix? No, I don't think so, until J7 hit that stage. You know what I'm saying? I was at the Grand Prix. I was at Metro. I do concerts at Olympia, Club Soda, Metropolis, festivals, outdoor, indoor, whatever it is. When there's a microphone, just give it to J7 and don't worry about the rest. Pretty much, man. I mean, shit. I mean, that's just, you know, like you're putting me on the spot. I'm not like a promo guy like that.
Hire this man.
But I did a bunch of festivals, and I don't like, to be honest with you, I don't like to like say how big time I am, right? Because I just have fun doing it.
Your work shows.
Yeah, I have fun. I have fun doing it, man. It's really like for the love of it. But yes, we've done a lot of stages, and hopefully it's going to continue, man. But the Grand Prix is a big one. That one I like to throw in, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a big flex, 135,000 people.
So some of the celebrities that you've met, I know you've met. I've seen a couple of pictures with Sean Paul. How is that
Yeah.
experience? How does that all work?
Hey, man, to be honest with you,
What's the conversation you have before you go on stage for Sean Paul?
to be honest, it's like these are all random moments. I was always the guy that doesn't like to take pictures because I don't like to go and like, hey, can I get a picture? Like, I don't know why. I've never been
the mark. The fan,
I've never been that like, yo, you bring me Hogan or something or Flair. Yes, I'll ask them. But like for artists, I don't know. I don't feel like it. But a couple of my friends, man, shout out Yoshi, one of them, he was telling me, yo, bro, you got to start posting pictures with these people. Like it's good for your business, right?
Yeah.
So I did it once and I saw that, okay, people like it. So yeah, Sean Paul was very random. Sean Paul, I just was going to the bathroom and I'm going to the bathroom in the kind of like the backstage of Beach Club. And I hear some guys, the Jamaican patois, you know? So I'm like, okay, he's here. These are his peeps, you know? So I'm looking at them. Then I see his dancers practicing and stuff. So I'm like, you know, kind of getting in the conversation. Hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Da, da, da. And then next thing you know, something happens. They all start laughing. So I'm like, ha, ha, ha. I get in the joke with them, you know? And then when they all leave, there's one guy left. I'm like, yo, bro, Sean Paul around? He's like, yeah, bro. Hold up. Opens the door. Yo, SP. Brings me in, say what's up to the guy. Super cool guy. Like, it's not like I chilled or kicked it with him because I was actually working. I had to go back on stage. It was while I was hosting. But super cool guy, man. Bunch of people you meet, man. And in the end, you realize they're all regular people. That's why it's like, run to get a picture. It's like, if it happens, great. But I'm not trying to run after it. You know,
you're not going to trying to find it. You're not searching for it.
Yeah, you know, like I mean, look. In the end, people like that stuff, so it's important to do it,
of course.
But it's not like in my character to kind of do that kind of stuff.
So, favorite wrestlers from your childhood? You named Hulk Hogan, but I'm sure there's a couple other ones there.
Man, so many, man, so many. But like, yo, you know what? Dino Bravo was one of them when I was a kid. Then obviously Stone Cold, The Rock, obviously. I think they're probably in the top ever, bro. If you talk about wrestling all time, who could you put before Stone Cold or The Rock? It's really hard.
Well, we've done a Mount Rushmore ourselves, so top 5, 4?
Rushmore is 4. So
Rushmore is 4?
Let's say I'll say Rock, Stone Cold. You got to go Rock, Stone Cold.
It's
Flair,
just your fucking opinion.
Flair, Hogan.
Yeah, Flair, Hogan.
Flair.
Because then people could say, "Oh, what about
Bret? You know,
Andre the Giant?" Or like guys like that. And
the
debate goes on.
But the thing is, the Giant Andre's a little bit before my time.
Yeah,
I saw him towards the end, but like you know, like I didn't see his greatness when he was the greatest thing ever. But like even Bret, like Bret is a big one too for me. You know,
well, the debate is always Bret versus Shawn.
Shit, Shawn. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even mention Shawn Michaels. He's a big one too.
There you go, Shawn Michaels.
But I'll always go Bret over Shawn. You know what I mean?
Undertaker and
shit. Yeah, you see what I mean? That's the thing. Like
we need a couple more spots on the Mount Rushmore.
Taker, bro.
Like Taker,
best character ever. You
like literally played his character real life for literally 30 years. You see him on the street. He was in the black. He was.
Yeah,
you know?
for real. But you know, that's the old school guys, bro. They used to be their gimmick, bro, for real. You know what I mean?
Let's see that. I feel like in the social media world, I feel like it would be easier to get a gimmick or a personality over and work the storylines for the people. Instead, I feel like when it went in reverse, where
nobody uses it.
Wrestlers are being more transparent about behind the scenes shit. You know what I mean? Like, let the podcasters and fucking news article people, you guys talk shit and be your character online.
But
like,
I agree, but there was no social media back in the day. Remember that?
No, there wasn't. Look, exactly. I think the fact that there was no social media and the internet wasn't like running the game like it is today. That's why we could have had good guys, bad guys, and people kind of believed in it more.
Anticipate stuff
but
and
be
surprised
like Undertaker,
like too,
don't take pictures having breakfast with your wife. If you put a picture, it's you like working out, maybe dressed all in black. And if you tweet something, it's like fucking like a fucking being evil today or something. You know what I mean?
They don't
like
care about it like they used to back
or like
in the
I'm gonna bury Psycho Sid next week on thing. Like just be like that. Don't fucking. I know.
Yo, you see another GOAT, I forgot, Iron Sheik.
Oh, my God.
R.I.P. to the GOAT, Iron Sheik. You know, as
Rest
a Lebanese kid, when I was watching him, like I remember asking my mom, hey,
beat Hogan and MSG.
What's his flag? You know,
he beat Hogan and MSG.
Yeah,
so.
classic.
Yeah.
But you see, like, I mentioned him too because back in the days when he got arrested with Hacksaw Jim Duggan, it was a big controversy because they were like, how's a good guy hanging out with a bad guy? You know what I mean? Because
everyone was confused, right?
Everybody was confused. And that was the good days. Now today, you can't, it's hard to do that because of people see you in the airport and they're going to take pictures. So I get that it's not going to be the same.
But let's say like for the fan that just started watching wrestling now in this era, maybe their thoughts would be like ours back in the day. We know like there's a couple of things that'll surprise us here and there, you know, in wrestling, but nothing's gonna
be like back in the bro.
It'll never be like back in the day.
No, it can't be like back in the days, bro.
But
it can't be.
Nothing will surprise us now, and it's just we have to just embrace new things, and we just I don't know.
Yo, you know what? I think the internet messed up the game.
Of course it did.
The internet messed up the game because like even like things like when they're trying to push Roman Reigns. You know, and like the people online or whatever,
they shoved it down everybody's throat. Everybody's throat for years and years and years.
But it's like, I don't know. I felt like back in the days, if they wanted to put over somebody, they could do it easily. Today, they try to do it. People start blogs on the internet. They go against it. Then they start booing them at the event. So then it's like, they don't know how to write the show anymore. Yeah, they don't know how to write the show anymore. They're trying. So I think there was a period where they were trying to figure out, like, okay, how do we manage with the internet and the blogs?
John Cena was like a first big victim of that. His rise was when the internet and social media was on the rise.
See, that's when he was
being booed, but he's like he's going out there for the kids.
I think the best example of that is when The Rock faced Hogan at WrestleMania in Toronto. Rock was supposed to be a babyface.
Yeah,
Hogan was supposed to be the bad guy. And the Toronto fans, just like in Montreal, we love Hogan.
Yeah, exactly.
Too many memories. Doesn't matter who is against him. We're going to boo him. And that's what happened. And then mid-match, you're like, we have to turn this around here.
Yeah, exactly. But that's when you respect the real professionals that can manage through that.
On the spot. And that's something that live that you do as well is the same thing as well.
It's like when they used to do the what chant, you know, in the crowd.
And things happen.
And McMahon would be like, if I'm an idiot from South Carolina, I'll say, what? And you're like, oh, shit, he killed it. You know what I mean? Those are the things I appreciate. Me as an MC, I'm like, okay, yeah, he played it well. You know, so like those things are cool. I think the internet, man, it's messing up the game, but they kind of have no choice. Now, I agree that it would be dope if they push their gimmicks outside of just the ring to really make it believable, but man, it's different, bro. Like people will film them going to fucking the grocery store, bro. So then it's like there goes your whole video you just made on IG because you're there getting your tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what's crazy today, man.
You were at Survivor Series 1997 in Montreal.
Oh hell yeah!
HBK versus Bret Hart, the Montreal Screwjob. Now, in that era, that's when your thought is like this is real life. Bret Hart has to win. He's Canadian. You know, what was your mindset going in? What was the crowd?
This is when the game changed to me. The whole game changed at that point because people really started paying attention to like storyline.
Yeah.
What was this thing? Creative control.
Yeah.
You know, so like that's when I started learning about that. And shout out Michael Landsberg, OTR back in the days.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Those were the first times you would see the wrestlers doing their interviews and really talking like without their characters and stuff, right? So I remember going, and obviously Hart Foundation, Till We Die, the Canadian flags,
of course,
the whole crew. Like it was dope to see with Owen and Bulldog and Pillman. So we were big fans. We're going there obviously for Bret, but when the match ended. Bro, even we're young, we could tell something was off.
It was weird, eh? It had to have been weird.
You know, it's a pay-per-view. Like, it wasn't a big finish. You know? It was just like boom, boom, and they leave, no celebration.
Yeah.
So we knew something was weird, but
Vince McMahon at ringside and everything. That's what boggles the mind too.
We still didn't think it was that big. Like we just saw, oh shit, that was weird.
You didn't think he was gonna get screwed.
No, and then we saw him breaking saw him breaking the TVs and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that and I was like, oh, okay, he's pissed. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. But you know, this has been wrestling all our life at that point. So it's like, is it real? Is it not? Whatever. And then our thing, bro, was to wait after the Bell Center, for the wrestlers, you know? I got all kinds of wild stories about that, but, you know, like insulting them, going crazy. So we're there, we're waiting, we go to the garage, you know, let's go. Who's coming out, you know? Lillian Garcia, I love you, baby, I love you. You know, like everybody passing. Goldust. Then I say a bunch of things I can't say in 2023, but, you know, back in the days, it was all good. Go crazy on Goldust and all these guys. And then first the Anvil comes out. but he's walking. He's not even in his car. So he's walking by, and me, I see Jim the Anvil in front of me, bro. Like, I'm a lifelong fan.
Yeah.
So I kind of gave him a chop on the chest. Like, I was just like, Anvil. And I gave him a chop, and he grabbed my arm and like kind of moved me to the side and kept going. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that was weird. And he seemed really upset, I was like, was it my chop? But then later I'm like, oh man, the screw job just happened,
Okay.
And then later you see Bret come out. And when Bret came out, he was in a car and the window was open and he was just kind of waving. And you could tell he was sad. Like, Bret.
There was something wrong.
We know Bret, bro.
Yeah.
So he looked sad. I was like, it seems wrong. Something's weird, And then
It's still not
obviously-
clicking though, like, right? It's not.
We can't, because bro, we've never seen anything like this.
No.
A screw job like that live.
No.
That wasn't even something we would even imagine, right?
Yeah.
But then with the off the record and all these things, we're like, damn, we really saw that it was a screw job. And then, man, I think it changed the game completely, bro.
So the question is, who screwed Bret?
Okay, man, guys.
What's your
You know
opinion
what,
on
man? When I was young, for many years, I was like, yo, Bret, he got screwed. Today in 2023, in the great words of Vince McMahon, Bret screwed Bret, bro. You know what I mean? Unfortunately,
Man knows what he's talking
I
about.
hate to say it, bro, but it's like, it's the time-honored tradition, bro. That's what it is in the end of the day. And like, you can't be bigger than the game, bro.
Yeah.
You can't. And like, I think Bret was very passionate, and God bless him, but you can't be bigger than the game. You can't be like, you can't decide, oh, I'm not going to win here. I'm not going to put him over
Like
or
Vince
whatever.
McMahon said, it's an opportunity. I make you the champion. You create the opportunity. It's not like you won the match because you had.
But bro, in the same way as us when we're kids, we would believe the characters.
Yes.
I think these guys would start believing their own characters too, bro.
Yeah.
It's almost Bret Hart's fault for a little bit of kayfabe being lost that day into the general public. Like you said, when you saw something was off, you looked at it different. It's
Yeah.
almost all
changes,
Bret Hart's
man.
fault.
Just a
If
little-
he would have
Even-
just fucking did the job and like massively put over Shawn Michaels, because it's a huger win.
Oh, wrestling
beating
would
him
be
in
different
Canada,
today.
right? Like,
Yeah.
Yo, wrestling would be
just fucking
different
let
today.
him win. Yeah.
But I agree,
would be
man.
different,
Yeah, but then you have Shawn Michaels, the way his character was and everything. Did he deserve to be put over by Bret Hart? That's the
Yeah,
thing.
and Michaels-
And Michaels even admits that he wasn't that.
And he wouldn't do it for him.
Of
and stuff
course,
like
he goes,
that.
if I had the opportunity, I wouldn't do it for you. It's like, okay,
Well,
well, why am I going to do it for him in fucking Canada,
Because
in
the
Montreal?
the boss said so, man. All these people are nothing without Vince McMahon anyway. You know what I mean? Bret Hart could be wrestling all he wants, fucking wherever he wants, but if it wasn't for McMahon and WWF, no one would know who Bret Hart is.
Okay, that's way. Okay,
You know?
when it all comes
So
down to
just
it, yes,
do it and
I
like
get it.
go
I
get
get
your
it.
paycheck at the next one.
And you
man.
know, like the
He was
creative
going to
control.
WCW after Bret Hart.
They
So
signed. He already had a next contract lined up, signed. man.
He was going to go make some good money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, leave.
yeah,
On a good note. I
he
get
re-
what he wanted to do, and I want to, what was it, like forfeit the title and stuff?
yeah, he didn't want to look like an idiot, basically.
But bro, that's a good look for you, but it's not a good look for my business if I'm Vince McMahon, right?
Of course.
Now, doing the screw job like that is kind of crazy,
Yeah.
like doing it live in front of everybody.
yeah.
But I mean, we don't know the conversations they had behind the
To this
scenes.
day, they still they say you screwed Brad, you screwed Earl Hebner, the referee, can't even walk around. This
Let's
poor guy.
hey, shout out my boy Eli, because every time we're in attendance, if we see Earl Hebner, we start that chant, and we're gonna do it forever. Earl Hebner, you and your brother, I don't care, man. If it's you or your brother, we're gonna chant it every time, bro. And I've had people because when I go, I like to go be close,
Yeah.
So we're like second, third row, whatever.
You want them to turn around and like
Hell yeah, exactly. You know what we're trying to do. So we were there, and there was this lady there, and it was a house show, and everybody like from the game, like the announcer, Justin Roberts,
he's in AEW now.
yeah, he would go see this girl. Hey, hi, how are you? And the wrestlers, when they would pass by, hey, what's up? I was like, she must be somebody. She knows she's maybe going out with somebody. And then when we start you screwed Bret, she even turns around. Guys, are you serious? And we're like, yeah, we're serious. But we have fun with it. Like, to be honest with you, when we go to these events, we while out, we have fun, but it's all like, it brings out our childhood. When we're young, we're going crazy in the arenas. It's the same thing.
I think that's what we miss about like in life in general, being a child again.
Yeah, man. Well, man, I think it's important to stay connected to your inner child. We have fun. You know what I mean? In the end of the day, we're not hurting nobody. But to be honest, yeah, that story, I think Bret, was wrong. You know, and back in the days, I was totally opposite opinion. I thought, like, yo, McMahon, and I still think he screwed him. He did him wrong. But like, yo, you put him against the wall. You can't. It's like when Warrior did that to McMahon. Yo, I won't go unless you pay me this much.
Yeah.
You can't do that, bro. Like, this is... bro, and Vince built the game. You like him, you hate him. He made it what it is.
Regardless of what he does in his pastime, wrestling wise, the guy's he's a god,
shit,
man.
it's true. yeah. I don't condone whatever Vince
That's
does
what
on
I'm
the
saying,
side.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Wrestling wise, I have nothing bad to say about the guy, but in personal, that's his own.
But they
business.
say that was the beginning of the epic Vince McMahon on-screen characters, a bad guy,
But
which
was
led
it?
to
That's-
the whole.
that's the whole
Guys.
contemplation.
This is why, you know, I mentioned Undertaker, one of the best characters, gimmicks.
Yeah.
My apologies. Best gimmick ever is Vince McMahon. The best superstar ever to me is Vince McMahon. Like, yo, the way he flipped that loss into a win, bro, is impressive, bro. The way he just turned it into his character.
He's a
and,
genius.
like,
He's a genius.
you can't take that away from him, man. And when people say, yo, he's the hardest working guy, he's up in the morning the first and he's the last one, like, you gotta respect it, bro. So on that side, I respect it.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's all kinds of stories we hear. That's whatever.
Yeah.
But he was the best character to me, man. And the way he flipped it was amazing. And unfortunately, the way Bret's career went after that, it's like I almost think like he wishes he just stayed in WWE. You know what I mean?
In the end, yeah.
Because it ended like
I think
it hurt his legacy. Like now we just know him for the screw job almost. Like obviously OGs like us know his career and stuff, but I think youngins coming up today when they hear Bret Hart, they just think of Survivor Series. You know, and he was way bigger than that. You know.
Yeah. So tell us the story. I know you were telling us off air before that there was a plane at Survivor Series.
I mean, that's just a little random story, but that's us, bro. When we go to the event, we want to be part of it, bro. If I have to insult the wrestler, if I have to, like, whatever it is, right? So we're chilling at Survivor Series. People are, and that's the era of the signs. Everybody had signs, right? So people were making them into planes and throwing them, trying to hit the ring or whatever. And a plane landed next to us, you know? So my boy Frankie is there. He's like, yo, do I throw it? We're like, yeah, bro. Try to hit Bret or something, you know? So he tosses it, bro. And the plane's like, and we're all like, it's like not even close. And then there's a gust of wind, bro. It was like God wanted it to happen, bro. And it goes and we're like, no, it was like a slow motion moment. And it goes through the rings, through the rope. I mean, boom, and it hits Bret, bro, and then we all go crazy, and the ref just kicks it out, bro. We're like, yo, it's as if we won the Super Bowl at that moment, you know? So that was random. But like every time we go to the events, we like to do that. We always used to go wait, like I said, outside.
You remember the
man,
days everyone used to have a sign? Now everyone has their phones out.
It's different, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's different, bro. Like it's not the same feeling. Now, in the end, we got to roll with the punches because, I mean, it's not going to go back to what it was. But it's just like, man, that era was special. That's for sure. And you see now we got the AEW belt here. We got a TNA going on at the same time. And I think like I was always a WWE guy, but having the two federations, I think was the best, bro. Because it was a competition and one guy would go here, one guy would go there. It was like,
it was good for the fans.
yeah, I think it was the best time. And now I see guys moving around from one federation to another, so I think it's bringing back maybe competition, which I think is going to be better for the game.
Best
and
for
bring
business.
back enough PG era. Bro, okay, like can I say this?
Of course.
Enough PG era, enough women's wrestling. So sorry, I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy, but I don't want to go to the event and see them do like everything is 3 times slower and they don't know how to talk on the mic. It's like, come on, man, like get me somebody that's dope, or else bring back the divas, you know what I'm saying? I miss those bra and panties matches from back in the days. I'm just throwing it out there.
I think what you're really trying to say is perhaps maybe it doesn't have to be a 50-50 split if there isn't a 50-50 amount of talent available.
Exactly.
So like don't just shoehorn it in.
Yes, the political, yes, you said it the right way.
Put the good talent on, yeah, of course.
If there's good talent, put them on. Like I remember when
you don't
Trish...
have the personnel, you don't like, you have like, let's say you have 4 guys in the back that are willing, able, ready to go, and they could put on a show, and then you have to fill in 2 extra girls matches to make it like 4 of each gender on
sometimes
the
I feel
card.
Sometimes I
it's
feel
like, come on,
they're just there because they're filling a quota. You know what I mean? Like some of them are good. Like I don't know her name, the Asian girl. She paints her face. Yeah, like she can do shit.
Oh yeah,
you know
there's
what I mean?
a whole bunch of
a couple of them that I saw. I'm like,
yeah.
okay, she's talented. Like those.
But there's a lot more better wrestlers now than there was back in the day. That's for sure.
For sure. Yeah, of course. I'm not saying no, but it's
You just missed
like,
that entertainment factor.
come on,
there,
man. Like, and it's like, look, I'm not saying Vince McMahon do another segment of making her bark like a dog and shit like that, although that was entertaining. But I'm saying
the Jerry Springer-esque kind
yeah,
of way.
like that. We're never gonna get back to that era, you know. But like, at least, like, I don't know, man, make it more entertaining. Sometimes I go and like, I went recently, and when I go to the events now, it's not like before, bro. It's like, oh,
Like I think of it more of a perspective. I'm bringing like my 10-year-old son. Okay,
yeah,
if you see a bunch of girls, equal amount of girls doing the same thing the guys are doing, it kind of like we were saying before of like the whole illusion, keeping the illusion alive as much as you can, like the Undertaker. You know?
Yeah.
If you see the girls doing exactly the same stuff with the guys, now it's taking away a bit of what the guys are doing, right? I think if there's like 1 or 2 girls matches, okay, amongst let's say 8-match card. But you have like 2 matches where like there's women that are training are wrestlers training, but are like, let's say the valet or the
have
manager.
different roles.
And then something happens where that girl takes a crazy bump. You know what I mean? It's crazy, like seeing a girl taking a fucking, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It has
but
more
that
impact.
can,
It's
but
like,
that
oh
can
shit.
propel her wrestling career
you know,
after. You know
you
what
know,
I
Just
mean?
like it did for a lot of them too, right?
100%, bro.
But if the girl's not ready to do a 15-minute match, but she's ready, she could do a couple cool moves that will impress the crowd. Like,
There's
you know,
some
she
women
comes
that can
in,
do a lot of
like the girl comes in. Remember back in the day, the
matches,
girl would come up, she would interrupt the referee. Then like Lita would come up on the side and like just hurricane her off the
Yeah.
side of the rope. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit, these
Yeah.
girls just did something crazy. Like, but now
That
it's
was
like
dope.
there's
That
like
was
4
dope. But
girls
this, I'm not
matches where
against-
they're all doing a
all this
hurricane
stuff I'm
through a
not against.
table.
But sometimes, yeah,
it's-
sometimes I'm like, come on, bro.
But-
Seriously, like it just feels like it's filler.
Yeah.
And like you say, there's probably wrestlers that are talented and ready to go that can give us a good match, you know. But I feel it's like they're trying to be too political and we got to do this, we got to do that. So that's a little bit of a turn off a little bit. But you know.
And then that too, the dirt sheets too influence a lot too. Are you a big believer of like the dirt sheets when people say this is going to happen? Or
To be honest, I never really followed like that. Like I got more into like the shoot interviews, you know,
Yeah.
when the YouTube and all this came out, and I was like, oh man, Sheik's going crazy, you know, like those were the eras I loved, you know, and I kind of still check out stuff like that. Like I recently saw who has a YouTube. I didn't even watch this wrestler, Maven.
yeah,
So I didn't even watch him, but he has a YouTube channel where he's like
you don't
wrestlers
remember?
I
You
didn't
don't
like.
remember what he was?
I remember he came from
Tough Enough.
Tough Enough.
He
Yeah.
eliminated Undertaker.
But you see, those are
at the Royal
the
Rumble, and Undertaker's face was just like
Okay, but you
piece
see,
of
me in those years when Cena was starting, in those years, I was kind of checking out a little bit of wrestling. I wasn't too much like Cena was a.
He was
the
everywhere
fir-
though. He
yeah,
was
but he was one I wasn't
poster
really
boy, right?
down, and it kind of went soft. And his rapping, I thought it was kind of corny, you know. So I wasn't too much into it. But like when I see this guy on his YouTube channel and saying about like, yo, my last contract or how much I made with this, it's
He's
like
coming out with
it's
everything.
interesting. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So like I like to see the other side of the game. I'm still interested in like on the business side of the game, but even as far as the storylines, like recently I was into the bloodline thing. I was like, okay, this is cool, you know, but like there isn't anything that caught me to be like, yo, I'm watching it all the time like I used to. You know what I mean?
Were you at Elimination Chamber? Sami Zayn
I was at the
versus-
night
the night
before.
before. Did you? You know what made me like? That's why I like that storyline, because as much as I knew that Roman Reigns was going to go over,
Yeah.
there always was that thought that Sami Zayn, I think he could pull this off.
Bro, you see, that's what I was thinking.
That's
I'm like,
why
they're
it
gonna
was
make him win in
great
Montreal.
storytelling,
My boy
because-
Ellie. No, bro. You crazy, bro. They're never gonna make him win. You crazy? Come on,
Yeah,
bro. Da, da, da.
but-
and I was like, but bro, maybe it's in Montreal. He's like, bro, they're never gonna put Sami Zayn as the champ, and they didn't. But man, it would have been sick. But you know, when you think a bit about it, it would have been sick just for us, bro. But the rest of the world might have been like, why'd they put him champ? You know,
how crazy was that ovation for Sami Zayn?
Oh, it was legendary, legendary, man. It's you know, Montreal, man. We give legendary ovations, bro.
Yeah.
we've been doing that.
But was it or was it not, in fact, the longest ovation for a wrestler in Montreal?
So yeah, so we've seen, you know, some people say it was the longest ovation. Some other people said it wasn't. I don't think it was. I think Hogan was the one.
Hogan's was the one. We were in the building for that one too.
But why? Why do people want to? You think it's just they want to make it because it's des gars de chez nous, genre.
Cheap pop, I guess, like Vic Foley used to say, you know, cheap pop. And some people are not gonna go investigate it or go behind the scenes and
yo, bro, we're a city. There's real fans out here, bro. People really follow that. You know what I mean?
There you go. And we're gonna call people out for that too. That's the worst part.
Yeah. Some people did get called out. I saw Pat Laprade get called out on Facebook. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. It's just people are passionate about the game.
Wrestling, you know what? We're very passionate about that, and I could see that in you too. What's next for you in professional wrestling? If you ever want to go into that genre,
bro. To be honest with you, hey,
he's in it, man. He's got his first managing. I
had my managerial debut. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and first of all, before I continue, I got to shout out the GOATs, that came before me as managers. So, like, I can't say I'm going to be a manager without giving the ultimate respect to guys like Mr. Fuji, like Slick. You guys remember Slick?
Oh, my God.
Come on, man.
Wow,
Legendary Slick. Yeah, exactly. Jimmy Hart, bro. Come on, man. Jimmy Hart one of the all-time best.
He managed everybody.
But he was, to me, all-time best, like, because he was a real sellout. Like when he was with the Rougeos,
he
was with the Quebec flags everywhere. When he was with him, you know what I mean? So I like that. But yeah, so like we grew up watching all these guys. So like just to be able to go and be part of an event, bro, to be honest with you, to me, it was more fun than anything else. Shout out La Maison Stéphane Fallu. Shout out my boy Phil, who booked me for that event with FML. Of course, shout out FML. We had a good time, bro. So if I can go back and do it again, I'm down. Like, even after the promo, I'm like, man, I could have cut a better promo, man. Why didn't I say this? I should have waited, So I'm down to go again. And we'll see, man. Any federation out there, man, trying to connect, let's make it happen, bro.
There you go.
I'd be down to do it, man.
Jay, tell us where people could find you on social media if they want to follow your journey.
At J7 Official on Instagram or www.j7mtl.com. Check me out there. There's all the links for everything. And you might catch a podcast. You might catch me at an event. You might catch me at a corporate event like yesterday. Shout out Costco. You know what I'm saying? I was doing their corporate event last night. It was a blast. So anywhere there's a microphone, pretty much, you might catch me. Whether it's on Jofo in the Ring, podcast, Le Temps d'un Jujube, shit, Club People every Friday, Saturday night. Man, you never know where you might catch me, man. But I'm going to be out here and it's going to be official.
Well, there you go. Follow his journey and follow our journey at Jofo in the Ring on every single social media platform out there. For myself, Frank Jofo, Select the Brew over here, J7. Jay, it's been a pleasure.
Respect, guys.
And shout out to, we have to say hi to Keith Dean.
Oh, man, of course. Hey, I got to give it up to Keith Dean, a.k.a. the Dot Connector, because, this all started with Keith when we were doing the Drunk Talk show during the pandemic, which was a blast to do. And, we connected with the Jofo podcast. We even went on there. I think I went on their podcast and stuff, and we all connected from there. So it's dope. And in the end, it's like we're all doing the same thing, even though it's in different games.
Yeah,
we're all doing the same thing. And I'm a big believer of supporting local businesses, local talent, anything local, right? Because we got what it takes here. We have a lot of talented people in every genre. So like, why not push it, And even we're talking, I don't want to stretch it out too long, but even talking about the local wrestling stuff, like I didn't know too much about the local wrestling scene. And when I went to that event, I saw the wrestlers, I see like people are passionate about their craft, people take it seriously, and people are talented, man. So like, why not show love, man? That's why it's like, if I can go there and like, bro, I just want to get on the second rope and put my hands up like Stone Cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the fact I got to do that and I can just talk shit
to be in the ring.
Yeah, and we had at one point when Ailey took the whip, the strap to the back. And I'm going and we're playing the game and I'm like, bro, you okay? It's like, mon dos. And the lady came, it's like, hey, it's correct. And I'm like, wait, correct. Amazing. Perfect. This is amazing. So these are the shit we like to do, man. So like I said, man, if it's all good vibes like it is here, we're all for it, man. And whatever I can do to support the cause, you already know I'm here, man.
Well, I appreciate that. And
respect.
All our fans appreciate that as well.
Salute.
We'll see you soon, man. And keep grinding, man. 2024 is just around the corner. I'm sure there's big things for you.
Inshallah, man. We stay positive, stay prayed up, and we stay blessed and look forward, man.
All right. Everybody out there, remember, wrestling is
and right off the bat, throw him out of the ring, and the fans on their feet.
Landed on his feet, though. He landed on his feet. That Undertaker-esque.
J7 not worried.
No.
Chase not worried.
Looks like Yoshi's not worried either. There on the outside, they're nonchalant.
You see Ellie looking at a smirk on his face. He seems to be up to something. Now Chase eyeing him down as Dave Godet counting.
Let's calm down here.
What is it? It's an 8 count, 9.
It's a no holds barred match. No holds barred. There's no count out. That's why Chase knows that. He knows that. The ref doesn't know that for some reason.
Hold on.
That's right. There you go. There you go.
They're taking no disqualification, the ring announcer just said right there. And that's a J7, you see. They had something up there. Oh, and Scream is not worried about that. And Chase again.
You can't. You know what? In the end, when you have friends on the outside, you can't worry about them. So you have to go over here. You have to beat your opponent, not the guys on the outside. So I got to give it up to Scream on that.
Scream again.
But Chase could take a beating here, and again over the top rope
to the outside.
Wow.
For the second time, and Scream.
Now I start getting a little nervous on J7's side here.
As you see the team, the squad
doesn't seem to phase Chase at all here.
J7 pointing over. Who's he pointing at? Is he pointing at Scream? As you see now.
Yes, factors on the outside. You just never know what's going to happen here.
Ellie Starr is calming the crowd, and J7, they don't want to hear it.
No.
They don't want to hear these raining with boos. A rain of boos coming down on J7 and Chase and the whole crew, and
the rake of the eye.
Look at that.
That's a classic move.
Classic move. Veteran move right there. Chase Ironside taking advantage of the no disqualification stipulation here. But Scream quickly shook that one off. He doesn't see him as they're telling him. Chase with a couple of stiff right to the
heavyweights
chin.
Here going at it.
And Scream is a big guy. And
doesn't seem like it phased Chase at all, though.
Chase still.
He wants more.
He's got a sick look in his eyes. Oh, and a nice duck under there, and now giving him a couple of shots of himself. As both men refusing to go down. Chase going for that third. Scream ducks under, and this is a battle of the brutes. Toe to toe. Who's gonna go down as both men? Someone's got to give here, Frank.
I don't know. It's back and forth. I probably wouldn't be able to take one shot. These guys have taken 5, 6, 7 shots each here. Who's gonna go down first here?
Both men. Both men down to their knees. As you see Philip looking on in the corner there. Close eye, Dion as well. Oh, and a beautiful clothesline.
Right there. Look, he gets up right away.
And Jason, look at J7 in the squad. A little too quick to celebrate there. Scream again. Quick to his feet. And now the fans on their feet. What action here in the main event. FML post-mania.
What you want to see in the main event.
As Scream pulls his opponent back in the ring. Chase him. A knife-edge chop right to the chest. Irish whip to the other corner.
The ring is shifted
and
there.
What's this? And now Philip and Dion, they're getting involved as they.
Wow.
Chase distracted there. Scream is. I think that just angered Chase. Both men take each other down.
Double clothesline on their backs.
And there'll be no count as it's no disqualification.
No disqualification here. Godet doesn't even know what the hell's going on in there.
The Let's Go Scream chants at J7 trying to shut that down, but cannot. And they don't look as confident as they did at the beginning of the match, Frank.
No, that's for sure. That's for sure. But they are 3-on-2 on the outside, so they should take advantage of that.
You see, as both men go to work in the corner, you can see on the outside, Philip and Dion are exchanging words. That may have been
Looks like Chase is taking over this match here.
Another clubbing blow straight to the head.
Hey, those are not. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You
take advantage. The numbers game. The numbers game.
Ironside going to break it up, and J7 going to town.
No kidding.
Ellie getting chased by Dion. Philip grabbing hold of J7. And Yoshi management right there.
Oh, J7 with a little push there at the end there.
Push and
why not? That's what you watch. You know what? If I was Chase, I'd be happy for the three guys that are on my side right now.
And what's
J7 taking control here.
J7 looked like he's looking under the ring for something.
Yeah, it could be a chair, it could be a table, it could be a bat.
Scream's got Elliot.
Oh, where did he get that?
My goodness.
Where did that come from?
Oh, Scream going to work on the squat. J7.
The strap that he brought out the ringside. That's what he was looking for, Jay, and then Scream had it.
Anything could happen here.
They're lucky this is not a disqualification match.
And both men down. J7 checking on his boys.
Unbelievable.
Disbelief. Philip and Diane keeping control.
Felt that one from here, I'll tell you that.
Referee Dave Godet does not know what he got himself into here.
I don't even know if he knows he's in the ring right now, Dave Godet.
As everyone's down, J7 going to get his boys there.
Unbelievable. That was a vicious chop with that strap.
Look at Ellie holding his back, and he took a vicious whip to the back, and Chase on the outside. Throws Scream right into the barricade, and he's looking under the apron. What's he looking for here?
What's this?
What's that? It seems like
a toilet seat.
That's a toilet seat.
Toilet seat?
What's that doing under the
Now
ring?
I know why there was no toilet seat cover in the bathroom there at FML. Now I know where it went. It's in Chase Ironside's hand. Ripped it right off. And here it's going to be ripped right on top of the head of Scream here. Oh!
Scream!
Oh no! Oh!
And talk about returning the favor with a little cherry on top.
Right across the back. There is no rules. You have to remember, right?
No disqualification here in the main event.
I guess Godet's just there to count the 1, 2, 3, but he's not doing anything else here.
As there's extra referees at ringside now.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen here.
Control this.
A 4-on-3 bedlam here. 3 men on the outside on one side, 2 on the other side. Toilet covers, straps. Who knows what's going to happen here?
J7 on the goon still regrouping there.
Of course.
It was a vicious shot.
Took a vicious shot off the back there.
J7's a good friend, huh?
That's what you wanted, someone on the outside when you're on the ringside area here.
Giving some tips right there, or some words of motivation to his client, J7.
The size of J7. Oh my God! I didn't see that happen.
My God!
Chase
shatters the toilet seat cover over Chase Ironside head.
Jay, do something, Jay. Do something, Jay.
The goons are the 1, 2.
Oh! I thought it was over there.
My God! That was a 2 3/4.
As I was saying, J7 is not a small guy either. I wouldn't want to mess with Jay, especially with the crew he has with him there.
I can't believe it. What mayhem, what chaos.
Look at what's his name there with Godet there.
And look at the refs. The refs being held back by Philip and Diane.
Oh, what's this here? Scream's going out for
going for the top. A big man like that.
Oh, he took too much time. Look at J7 there.
J7 adding to the pain.
Yes. But that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. Kudos to J7 right there. Any means necessary.
By any means necessary. And Chase.
Oh, look at the power.
Got him up.
Look at the power of Chase Ironside here. Oh, right on his face.
That's
It should be over here. Should be over here.
As he's taking his time. J7 saying it's over.
Let's go, Scream. Chance here. It's over here. 1, 2. Oh!
And J7 and the squad here saying it should have been a 3.
Oh, now he's looking at Dave Godet there. He's gonna rip it. He's gonna rip his arm right off the socket and count with his arm one next time, if anything.
At the look on Dave Godet's face.
I wouldn't want to be Dave Godet right now. I'll tell you that.
Chase Ironside is
It should have been a faster count. Oh, Phil.
The owner of FML, Philip, coming in, trying to. He doesn't want.
Wow, he's not backing down from Chase, eh?
And then J7 up on the
Jay
apron.
there.
Oh, and Phil with a.
Wow, he says just fight the match. He said.
Letting everyone know his boss, pretty much.
Exactly. The authority figure.
He wants to let everyone know his boss.
As much as this is a no disqualification match, it has to be wrestled down the middle.
Well, that's it.
Oh!
And Scream with some stiff right hands. Chase Ironside got himself out of that, and
a cutter!
A beautiful cutter by Scream.
Oh no, Jay, get in there, Jay.
Iron sight is down. 1,
Jay.
2,
No.
3.
No.
And there it is, your winner of the main
That was a
event.
fast count. That was a fast count.
I don't know. Dave Godet looked.
I don't know. I think Dave Godet was on the side of
Jay
management
Seven's
here.
not happy.
The fix was in from the beginning here.
They're not happy. Jay Seven. He's not happy. He wants to talk
Jace.
to the ref.
Looks like Phil's gonna
Dave
be saying
Godet
something
raising
here.
the hand of the victor.
Damn it, Dave Godet. Damn it. Should have never happened to Chase this way. Love to see a rematch in a regular match. No one on the outside. Maybe Jay Seven should be the special guest referee next time. How about that?
Maybe, or maybe Jay Seven could appoint a special guest referee of his choosing.
I think Dave Godet shouldn't be allowed to ref any more matches after that display. That was disgusting.
Wow. What action.
For Frank Jofo and Selector Brew, this has been Jofo in the Ring, and this was FML Posa Mania. And look out for more reviews on Jofo in the Ring of FML and many more independent wrestling federations here in Quebec, because we love independent wrestling Quebec. And remember, wrestling is life.
The debut. What's the name of the faction, by the way?
I mean, man, you could call it the Arab Connection. You know what I mean? Jay
what-
Seven and the Arab Connection.
So what happened out there with Chase?
I mean, look, man. To be honest, I think there was a slow count. Chase had him 1, 2, 3. It was clear, but you know, I mean, it's politics of the game. I'm learning the politics, man.
Are we going to see you in the ring one day?
Oh man, in the ring, you never know if the money's right. You know, Jay Seven is everywhere where the bag is proper. So if the bag is proper, you might catch me in the ring. You might catch me jumping off the third rope. You never know.
Is your boy okay after catching that slap
Both
off
of
the
them,
back?
both of them. Hey, listen, for the record, both the boys took straps on the back, and they're here, man. We're still standing, man, and we're ready for the next one.
Any comments for the opponents tonight? All the beating you guys took here tonight?
We can take a lot more.
You hear that? You hear that? Maybe next event we'll get these guys in the ring. Tag team match.
Hey,
We're gonna have to see.
Big love, Jofo, the whole Jofo family, from the podcast to Jofo in the Ring. I follow you guys. Keep supporting local people doing real things. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, guys.
Respect.
Respect, guys. Have a good one.